stuff prepared here. Oh shit. You ever just open your trailer and you realize that somebody put a ton of shit in there? You didn't realize how much till you see the next day? Yeah, that's why I'm having one of those holy fuck moments. Anyway, Big E, welcome to Big E's Auto. I didn't get a chance all weekend to make a live. And I know I promised you guys would do better, and then right away I do worse. So I guess that just doesn't say a lot of good stuff about me. So anyway, Monday had a kick-ass thunderstorm came through, I should say, and stopped probably about 20 minutes to half hour ago. So I just got back from walking the dog because I guess they want another round of storms in about an hour. So I don't know if you guys can see, like, the sky over there is kind of like, it's not dark, but that's the direction it went. We're still bright over here, but over here it's darker. So that's, I think, what we're gonna watch is, because it looks like on the radar, I looked at the radar, it looks like it's following like the 476 turnpike. It's kind of following that route. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that. So I want to probably make this video short, but basically the thing was, I want to show you guys, she's jammed in here in the trailer, but she's indoors finally, so she's not exposed to the elements. I got to work on getting with the wife and get this shit cleared out of here, because that's what's and you can see there's more crap. We're gonna have to get moved. But the other, in the defense of that, is we're trying to buy a house. I'm trying to find a shop where I can have set up where I can do lives and I can do videos. Have an actual race shop where I can PM the car, do stuff with the car indoors, where I don't always have to be outdoors or in the trailer doing it. So that's basically the trailer, because it's been so much rain this year. The trailer has become a staging spot. So you might look at this and be like, holy shit. It's stuff from the house. So what we're doing, or what we're trying to do, is go through everything, see what we're keeping, what we want to throw out. So that's kind of where we're at. And the Camaro is, kind of stuck in the middle. I'm not thrilled about it, but at least it's indoors. It's been out in the rain and the weather for how many months? So it's finally back in the trailer where it belongs. So I'm glad it's out of the weather. I'm not happy about the trailer situation, because obviously I can't go racing with all the fucking shit inside there, but we're gonna get through it. I'm hoping soon so we can get to the track. Let's see. So that's what's going on with that. Nobody checked in. I was hoping King Nug would, but he did not. I don't know. The last live I talked to you guys, I said the Camaro sounded like crap. It sounded like it spun a bearing, and it didn't, because once again, the torque converter bolts. I don't know how many there are, because I didn't look. There's 3 bolts on a fucking torque converter. I know that shit, but I don't know if only 1 came loose or 2 came loose, whatever. But something came loose, and it sounds like the engine spun a bearing, because it sounds like a knock, but the engine's fine. Because when I found 2 bolts that were loose last time, tightened them up, the noise went away, everything was fine. So I have to get the Camaro back out of the trailer, up on stands, and address that situation. Probably, from what I'm talking to a couple other drag racers, and other car guys, they like to use the Loctite, the blue stuff. So that's what I'm going to try for that. Kareem, how you doing? Thanks for checking in. Also got the vet out. I have, because there's a bit of a leak when it rains a lot, so I just throw a towel on there for now. Seems like it works. It's kind of redneck, but it works. So that also is out in the weather. Like I said, I really want to find a garage or a house with a garage with enough land for a pole building so we can have a race shop, so we can have a spot set up for you guys to do videos and lives and other things. The condenser on the truck is on hold. I talked a few lives back about I was going to do a video on how to put a new condenser on for the AC. Leeches and fire. Okay, thanks for checking in. Interesting name. I'm sure there's a story behind it, but thanks for checking in. How am I? I'm hot. It was warm here today. It was 90 degrees. For us, for me, that's hot. Came home, and like I said earlier, if you were tuning in, we had some heavy thunderstorm came through, and it gave a little relief, but now it's humid again, and we're supposed to be getting more heavy thunderstorms in about an hour, 45 minutes from now. So yes, I'm sweating. It's hot. So I'm just trying to bring everybody up to speed, because I screwed up. I didn't do a live at all over the weekend, and I promised you guys I would, and I didn't. So sorry about that. Again, I got to work on that. So yes, getting back to the Camaro, we're going to try the blue Loctite on the bolts and see if that cures the problem that we have with the torque converter situation on the Camaro, and get to the drag strip. Probably Maple Grove Raceway will probably be where we try and head out to try it out, to see how that is. But yeah. Oh, totally slipped my mind. So I was talking about the truck with the condenser. Yes, sorry. Let me get back to that. So what I found was the leak is actually in the AC line. That it's its own part, if you will, that it bolts to the back of the AC compressor, and then one line runs to the condenser and the other line runs to the receiver dryer. So it looks like that's where the hole is. So instead of me doing just the video and replacing the condenser and then it just doesn't work, I ordered the new AC lines. I'm hoping they're here later this week. And I think if weather and time allows, I'm going to do a video up on Big E's Auto where I'm going to replace both the condenser and the AC lines. And then I'm going to try charging it. And then we're going to see get this AC to work, because I'm really thinking if we're going to go to the drag strip, even it depends how hot it is and how humid. It's really nice to come back from the track with AC, that you're not sweating your balls and everything else off. Because for me, it's like an hour ride, 45-minute hour ride back home. So it would be nice to be able to sit in a tow vehicle with AC. So I'm kind of hoping I can get that working again on the truck. Probably not the most exotic thing you want to see, but nonetheless a project that has to be done, and maybe you guys can learn or get something out of it, even if it's just entertained, just get something out of it. I still want to get working on the Ram. I got paint work. I don't know if I'm going to get to it. I really thought by now I'd have it in primer, and I didn't even start on it yet. So I got the paint code for it. So whoa, sorry about that. So I'm trying to see if I can get started on that. The biggest problem is the rain. Is the biggest problem. I think last year was drier weather-wise. so I could get more done. But this, I mean, it's raining almost every other day, so I can't, especially with a new primer I'm going to try. I'm trying the 2K primer, which needs 24 hours to dry and set up and cure. I can't just spray it, you know, wet sand and then paint the same day. So that kind of fucks me over a little bit as far as time-wise. So it even more adds to the complexity of doing the paint work. So that's what's that. I gotta, I mean, maybe I'll see how this week goes. Maybe I'll try and get started on it this week. I'm just trying to think right now as I'm talking with you guys. I'm trying to think in my head how maybe I can get started on it this week. I have to move some stuff around, and I have to look at the weather. I know probably won't be good for another 2 days weather-wise. So maybe I'll have to just stage everything and check my supplies in the next 2 days. And maybe I'll go get paint, the correct paint this time. Apparently they mixed the wrong paint. My truck's supposed to be dark blue. And well, I'll walk you guys over to where the truck is I want to redo. It's the truck originally was like a medium Patriot blue, a dark blue. So I liked it. So apparently, for whatever fucking reason, they used that camera that's supposed to match the paint. And it didn't, because, I mean, if I look at the truck, if you look at the truck, yeah, that's a burn. That's what I'm talking about. It has to be redone. But if you look at this, it's a nice blue, whatever. That's the original color. Now, this is where I painted. You won't see it here. Maybe a little there. You can't. It looks almost like a purple, depending how I'm trying to get it to do. There's a certain way it hits, and it looks purple. See, now there it looks pretty good. But then there's a way, I forget which way is it. What the hell happened here? Like it's a scuff. Whatever. It's going to get painted anyway. But yeah, my goal is to get this fixed up and more sturdy. At least it's not cracking like it is on my other truck. But you can see, I don't know if you see here, there's like a bubble, real bad sand marks here. Just, it's terrible. Same thing over here. There's like a wave and some other crap here. And then I want to do this. I rattle canned. I thought it'd be cool. But you can see how fucking dull. It's terrible. And then obviously here I burnt through trying to get overspray off. Looks terrible. So I want to paint that as well. So it might end up taking, I might just end up repainting the whole side of the truck because there's a huge ass fucking door ding. So I might just start, you know, at the front of the passenger's door and just paint it all the way back. And then do up the tailgate, because the tailgate looks terrible. You can see masking fucking issue. And then if I can just do this here panel here, you know, get the thing to somewhat look decent again and not have all that shading. It's hard to tell with the camera, but there's a certain way, and you can see it's shaded. I might have to check too with the primer if there's a way I can tint it, make it more of a white primer instead of a gray. I don't know, I have to see once how to do that, because I think it made the color truer too, but I didn't have an issue before. I think it's just the wrong color paint. Their camera fucked up. So I may see if where I can park the Corvette, get it out of my driveway. I might park it at a friend's place nearby, and then I can bring the truck over and I can get started on it. At least that's what I would like to do. But while doing that, like I said, the disaster I showed you in the beginning of the video, the disaster in my trailer. You can see all the junk that's in it in the front here, shoes and other stuff, books. Like I said, it's stuff that we're looking to move. So we're going through stuff, And this, because of all the rain and the storms, can't leave it outside. So it just naturally gets jammed in here. And then in there finally is the race car that's jammed in there. So the idea is to get all that shit out, obviously, and get it to the racetrack. Have some fun this year yet before it gets too late. Super Chevy's coming up. I had some kind of pipe dream. I thought I could make it. I probably could, but it would be a lot of work to make Super Chevy this year. As far as not with the car, other than the torque converter bolts, it would just take me an afternoon to just, have the car ready. But it's just all the other shit that has to get done that nobody talks about. When you see all these shows on TV like Street Outlaws and other shit, nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about the prep. Nobody talks about the hours of work you have to do to go to the track. And it's not just the car. It's, like I mentioned, my tow vehicle. I got to do work on that. There's work I have to do on the trailer. Your support, your tools, your support equipment, all that shit has to be on the up and up. So you could have the most successful race car and the best built race car, and if you have your support equipment not up to snuff, like last fall, had a perfect example. I fucked up. It just I never checked lug nuts on the trailer. I had the wheels off to check the brakes and stuff, and I thought that my impact gun was strong enough with the lug nuts. Well, here what ended up happening, it never tightened them tight enough, and the fucking wheels flew off. So instead of racing, I spent 6 hours at the side of the road until I was able to get the trailer mobile to get home. I never made it to the track. So, prime example, same thing like with the truck. I always try to make sure the truck is on the up and up. Make sure your tow vehicle that has oil, the tires have air, that everything's good. When your truck breaks down, again, you're not going to make it to the track. So it's not just the race car stuff. It's all the other stuff, your support equipment too, that has to be ready to go and in good operating order. And to be perfectly honest, that's the stuff that's been kicking my ass. So I think the support equipment is good. I just have to double check everything. I want to change oil in my truck before I would go to the track. But I think other than the torque converter bolts, I think the Camaro is good to go. So it's just a matter of cleaning everything out. So that's where I'm at. So it's not that I lost focus on going to the track. It's just there's a lot going on. Like I said, we're shopping for a house. That's been taking a lot of time, a lot of disappointment with that. Like I said, I want to get a shop where we can just have our spot to do our videos, do our YouTube, do our automotive stuff, do our racing, do our painting, fabricating, and just having a good time doing automotive stuff together. So that's kind of what I'm trying to have when we do find a house and find a place to move to, so that way we can have our own area. And what the heck? And so okay, so I think that's going to be it for now, because it looks like we might get a storm that's brewing over here again. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end it here. I'm going to close up shop here with the trailer, and I'm going to see about if there's any possibility that I can move anything to get that truck over here today before the rain hits. So we'll see. I'm going to see what happens tomorrow. Try and do a live tomorrow. I'm going to try and have to get more consistent with checking in with you guys. So anyway, that's it for now. like and subscribe to the Big E's Auto, please. It helps support me, helps me to keep moving and moving forward in the right direction. So I would appreciate if you guys could subscribe. Also hit notifications. I don't know, does notifications go off if I do a live? Maybe. I'm not sure. But anyway, hopefully it does. But yes, probably the next thing to be going on as far as video-wise, other than lives, would probably be the my truck, the 7.3 Power Stroke, is doing the AC work. So I'm hoping those parts show up later this week, and hoping we can possibly swap that stuff out. I'm hoping maybe this weekend I could have some AC in my truck finally, so I don't have to sweat all the time, and that would be a nice plus. So anyway, stay tuned for that. Like I said, that might not happen till the weekend. Today is Monday, so that might not be till then, so I'm able to do that. But anyway, like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for checking in. Just watch out for each other. Take care of each other. See you next time right here on Big E. So bye for now. See ya.